World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Peñano with today's World News in 5. U.S. President Donald Trump says he has warned Israel against repeating attacks on Iran's energy infrastructure as the conflict drives global oil and gas prices higher. The warning follows Iran's retaliation to an Israeli strike on a major gas field targeting Qatar's Ras Laffan industrial city, a key hub that handles a significant share of the world's liquefied natural gas. Energy facilities across the Middle East, including in Saudi Arabia and the UAE, have also come under attack, raising fears of a broader energy crisis. Despite reports of possible troop deployment, Trump says the U.S. will not send ground forces. Global powers are now calling for coordinated efforts to secure vital oil routes, including the Strait of Hormuz, as concerns over a potential oil shock continue to grow. In related news, Russia is calling for an immediate end to hostilities in the Gulf, urging the United States and Israel to halt their attacks and pursue a diplomatic solution. In a statement, Russia's foreign ministry said it is ready to work with countries such as China and Turkey to help resolve the conflict through peaceful means. Moscow emphasized that a ceasefire must be the first step toward easing tensions and restoring stability in the region. While maintaining a strategic partnership with Iran, Russia says it is prepared to act as a mediator as it continues to call for de-escalation and long-term security in the Gulf. Still in the Middle East, authorities in the United Arab Emirates say they have dismantled a suspected terrorist network allegedly funded by Hezbollah and Iran. The state media reports that several suspects were arrested for activities including money laundering, terrorism financing, and threats to national security. Officials say the group operated under a fake commercial front and attempted to infiltrate the country's economy. The arrests come amid heightened tensions in the Gulf following ongoing missile and drone attacks linked to the conflict between Iran and Israel. There has been no immediate response from Hezbollah or Iranian authorities. Meanwhile, in Europe, the Kremlin says talks between the United States, Russia, and Ukraine on ending the war in Ukraine are on a situational pause following rising tensions in the Middle East. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov says negotiations could resume once Washington refocuses on the conflict. However, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says new talks are expected this weekend with a delegation already heading to the United States. U.S. President Donald Trump has pledged to end the war but admits efforts so far have been challenging. Officials say both sides remain far apart with key disagreements over territory and security demands. And in Australia, a powerful tropical cyclone is approaching the northeastern part of the country, with authorities warning residents to take immediate shelter. Cyclone Narelle is expected to make landfall as a Category 4 storm, bringing destructive winds of up to 250 kilometers per hour, along with heavy rain and flash flooding. The storm is currently moving through the Coral Sea and is forecast to cross the coast before weakening inland. However, forecasters warn it could regain strength over warm waters before reaching the Northern Territory. Warnings remain in place across parts of Queensland, where communities are bracing for severe weather and possible power outages. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.